Meridian JC doesn't even exist anymore, but can we still do its questions? So I know that Meridian JC no longer exists because it's now officially merged with another JC and now it's known as TMJC. But in the past, they used to set this question for their exams, and I find that it's a very classic integration question, integration by substitution, that every H2 Math student ought to know how to do. And if you take a look at this question, I found that it's very interesting because before you can start integrating, you need to do a few steps first, right? You can see that our given substitution is u equals to square root x plus 1. And very classic thing that you need to know how to do is to first and foremost identify what portions of the initial integral that you need to substitute with. So I look at this, I can know that I need to replace the dx over here, and I need to replace this bottom portion over here, and I also need to replace the top portion over here, right? Anything with an x, I need to replace it with a u. So I know that I can directly replace this with this, and what's left is just finding out how to replace x squared and how to replace the dx over here. So how do I replace x squared? Now if you take a look at this working over here, what I did was that I removed the square root on both sides. So I squared both sides, and then I minus 1 to the left hand side, and then I squared both sides once again to actually get the x squared over here. Now to get dx, all I did was to differentiate the given substitution first to get du dx, and all I did at the end was to just multiply the dx to the right hand side. Eventually I got this over here, right? And very special feature about this is that even after I did this du dx, you see that in my integral, or rather in my differentiated equation, I still have root x plus 1, which meant that I still had to do one more time of substitution to replace this with the u. So in the end, altogether I get 2u du dx. So once these two steps are done, the pre-work is actually more steps than the actual work itself, because once those two are done, you can just substitute all of them into the original integral. So I replace the x squared, I replace the denominator, I replace the dx over here, and I get this, this, and this, right? And what's left is to just integrate this. So the very clean thing about this integration is that this u and this u will strike out, so this 2 it just goes in front as a scalar multiple, and all I need to do is to just integrate this with respect to u, right? Integrating that and then substituting back the x plus 1 into the integral, because u is just a temporary substitution. I get this as the final answer to this whole question over here. So to all H2 Math students, especially the J2 students who have already studied this topic finish, integration by substitution is one of those things that a lot of the pre-work needs to be done, and if it's done right, then the substitution into the original integral becomes a lot easier, and the whole integration process is just a lot easier like that. And if you are still struggling with H2 Math, integration, or calculus in general, you need a lot of practice. And what I've done is that I've accumulated JC questions from across all the different years inside my library of A1 Math Academy, where I have categorized them into specific question types and filmed video answers for each and every question. And if you are looking for a resource to help you further your H2 Math progress, then this will be the resource that you actually need. So if you want more information about how this works, just WhatsApp this number on the screen here, and I'll send you two things. I'll send you a demo link to show you how the portal actually works, as well as an information kit to provide you more details of how this whole library actually works, together with our 24/7 turnaround premium marking service just for all library subscribers. WhatsApp me and I'll send you all the details.